Oh geez, as soon as I start the stream I drop my controller. sorry YouTube. What a way to start. I have a cold right now, so it's like out of all the times to be doing a video of like combos and stuff, it's like when I'm sick, but the fact I'm sick means I have time to just sit at home. So it's gonna be like a rather short. I don't know if I'll go past an hour, because if I go past an hour, that means I've been doing like nothing but idle for a while. I like the battle at the threshold. How do I go to editor mode? I have no idea. Guess I don't need it in editor mode if I could just pause it. Dude, that just doesn't stop. Okay, well. I'm gonna list a good handful of 2C combos just to get things started. Okay, so music's fine, mic volume's okay. Maybe I'll turn this up a little bit more. There. Alright, well, guess it's time to start. And with that, I will start with like 5A, I guess. So what the most common combo people will be doing, probably like mashing. That one's mainly like the mash combo, right? Just immediately cancel into that. And you get a fair amount of damage, but it's only fair that you get a low damage because it's like the rapid beat. Pretty easy, right? And then it sets you up into the 50-50s. So it's mostly just 5A, rapid beat, 63B, jump cancel. They're standard, right? Her bread and butter. And you go with safe jump, if that's what you want. And there's like 2A is pretty much the same thing, right? Because if you mash 2A to a certain amount, you end up doing rapid beat. So in that case, it's like, it's pretty much the same route. Literally the same route, but it does less damage because you mashed a lot of 2A there, right? But it's like proper combo is probably more along the lines of 2A, 2C, right? Something like this. Well, I say something like that. More like this, I guess. So 2A, 2C, 6C. Yeah, more along the lines of that, right? That's like a more proper 2A combo without having to like go straight into the rapid beat. Like Saber's rapid beat isn't the worst. It does have a lot of uses, big button, but it's like hella minus, right? Can do some funny cross-ups, but more often than not, you don't want to press this button when you're not in control of what she's doing, right? So if you're like flailing around, bad button, but if you're in control of it, not bad. So with 5A, you can do the same thing as a 2A, right? If you like land a clean 5A, you can go 2C. And then straight into this route. The trick to this route is that when you hit them with that, just try not to hit 2B too soon, right? Because they have enough time to fall and hit the ground. There's like no rush. You don't have to hit them immediately. If you hit them immediately, it might result in 2C whiffing, so more often than not, you're going to want to delay after the 214B. like that, right? Then you get a good amount of damage off a 2A. And gets you right into safe jump if you send meter. Even if you don't spend meter, there's ways to do it, right? Like that, right? That's how you'd go into safe jump without spending any meters. Like, as soon as you... It's like, you'd use 3C before you go into, like, a Rekka, typically, right? Before you end your combo with Rekka, you're using 3C. So, in her standard combo, it'd be like... See, like, 3.5 for, like, a meterless is really good. Because if you spent meter, that was, like, 4.5. I mean, not 4.5, like 4.0, 4.1. And like every other game, fighting game, is like using the same move twice is typically unoptimal. So if you can, like, splice as much of the moves in as possible without having any reovers or redos, right? So cover 2A and 2B, 2A and 2B, or 2A and 5A, but 5B and 5B. I mean, I can't speak right now. 5B and 2B are pretty much like your combo fillers, right? They're 8 frames, so they're a little bit 1 frame faster than your 2C. I'm normally not starting my combos with these buttons, but the way they're designed, they're very viable combo starters due to their speed and their range. So more often than not, when you're like on defense, if someone's like at this range and they fly at you, like 5B is a really good button to press in response, right? Because if you press 5A in response from this range, you might whiff, unless you do, like, you know, like that. In that case, just go off king. But in most cases, if you're at this range, you're probably going to want to press this button. Not this button, right? Because you don't press this on defense unless you know you got an 8-frame punish. Because if this whiffs, you just get smacked by like 2C or any other button. So 5B, let's see. 5B, most of your combos with 5B and 2B are basically just your 2C combos, right? So stuff like that. It's just like another way to get to your routes, like a faster way almost, right? An alternate way. So, like, 5B, I'm gonna find out if I can do the more optimal route with 5B. So it'd be like, I don't think this is gonna land. Oh, it does. Never mind. Like, yeah, you can get like your 2C routes from a B starter, right? The damage might not be as high, but it's only ever so different. It might be a little bit harder to do since it's like you're starting with a B button, right, rather than a C button. So it's, and then 2B is just pretty much the same too. This one does more damage because 2B and 5B were used, right? Because I used this button again to like balance the combo out near the end. So and then rapid B too, I guess counts, but more often rapid B's just a big stabilizer. It doesn't add any damage. It's like if you did a combo without rapid beat that used rapid beat in it, you're gonna do more damage, right? So that covers B. Well, I don't know. You can do more stuff, right? You can just do like, so Well, yeah, more times, it's like 5B and 2B don't really have their unique routes that you take when you hit them. It's just more or less another way to get into your big routes, like your 2Cs and stuff, right? And then we'll go with the C button. So, with like 2C, obviously, right? The combo that everyone's loving right now is that 2C one I posted the other day, which is just like this, which is really cool, right? Not exactly like that, but you get the point, right? People love that one. Whereas, like, there's another one you can do. It's just like, that one is like the one I always did before. It's a little trickier to do, but you know, I more should obviously go to this route because it does more damage. It's just easier to do. See, that's like the easy version of that route I showed the other day. Whereas, like, this one obviously does more damage, but it's not even by much, right? So, just like pick your poison. She's got combo variety. Unless you're someone who's like heavily concerned with like dishing out the most amount of damage you could, it's like in hindsight it shouldn't matter too much, but there are people who will make the argument that the extra 50 damage in a combo makes up for, or adds up, right? But I can see that being very, very true for someone like a set play character, because they don't want to have to go through one more setup just to like do 100 damage. But where someone like a rushdown missing out on 100 damage to 50 damage doesn't really matter, in my opinion, my humble opinion, due to things like strike throw and chip damage, right? Like her normals don't do chip damage, but when you're blocking Saber, you're taking a lot of like, you're blocking a lot of Rekka, right? And that shit adds up. It adds up, then she like throws you. It's like, it's okay. It's okay to not have like the most optimal combos with Saber. If you're missing out on 50 damage or like 100, it's like, it's no big deal. Just you know, make up for that with throw. Or pressure them a bit longer and chip them out for a bit so that you just need to land like a punch. And then, but that's my tangent about like the differences between 2C instead of like doing stuff like this, right? It's a little more shaky and it doesn't do as much damage, and you're using Moondrive, but it's one of my earlier routes, so it's more of a pick your poison type of thing. No, you can't use 3B or 3BC there, but does exactly 420 damage without the air throw, which is dope. I like that number. Okay, that covers 2C, and then like 5C. So with 5C, this button is typically hitting on like block strings and frame traps, right? I don't think you're gonna be slamming this button and getting like raw hits. So for example, like that, right? And then you have to be careful, because if he hits someone with 5C, you might trigger your instinct to like do the charged 5C version to get a better combo. then you'll just get rapid beaten. So you have to be careful with the 5C starters, because I've had it happen to me plenty of times where like I frame trap someone with 5B or 5C, then I try like do this, which doesn't make sense because I just used the button. So you'd probably have to go straight into 2C, 6C, I guess. It would be like, that still doesn't work. Perhaps 623B will work there. I've never actually figured this one out. I guess it could have been more content for the low effort channel, but so 5C combo starters, really rare beasts. So it'd be like, oh, I used 6C twice now. Okay, so that doesn't work. This is 6BC? Let me check. Yeah, that works. Still get some pretty good damage from it. Not bad. So, see, you're doing something like this, right? So you go. That's how a 5C combo would look in my world. So I just don't see a world where you're doing stuff like that, right? So it's like, you're not really going to be starting combos with this button unless you're doing some elaborate frame trap. But then, if you're going to frame trap with the button, might as well just charge it so that you can get clash frames, right? Like that. Yeah, so it's... I gotta stop using 6C like that. See, it's a little tricky, right? Because if you have to be clean with your inputs to start combos with 5C, because if you're like, it's such a habit to like, you get a hit with, regardless of the button, you're probably gonna try like link into like a charged 5C, right? It just feels natural. So when you hit with 5C, it's just, unless you got like good, just like muscle retention and stuff, it's like good luck remembering that you used 5C already. And with like charged 5C, I'm pretty sure you can get some pretty nasty combos, but I haven't fully explored it, right? So it's like you can poop out the damage pretty good with the charged 5C combo. I don't know exactly how would you go about it. So no. I think you can go like the J236A route. So yeah, you can go that route. Like, the damage is okay. It's not exactly crazy damage, but it's still good. Like, you're breaking 4,000. Yeah, you can do like the J5A route here. So yeah, you want to avoid using that at the end because you've started your combo with it. Like, that's more damage. Never mind, that route I showed you was kind of whack. Never mind, that one's better. Oh, we found a better route. Yeah, we got a better one. That's almost 4.4. Okay, that works. So, the 5C combo would be like... And then he goes straight into safe jump here. And what else do we have? We have 3C. I guess we can cover 3C. I have like a particular route for 3C. So let me turn off the guard. See, that's what I do, right? You wait a bit and then you land the 2B. Like the standard to be like, if you don't have a combo, like this will still do okay, right? It's not that much damage, but it's still a combo. So let me get the 50-50 option here. I didn't wait long enough for the 2B there. Oh, that's still safe jump, I guess. In order to get the 50-50, it's more, you can't land behind them. If you land behind them, you're just gonna go for safe jump. But if you land in front of them, you can like backdash for a frame kill, then super jump into them and decide whether or not you're going for an overhead or a low as soon as they're getting up, right? And you should still be advantaged there. So if they press a button like burst or shield, you should still be in control of the situation. So this route can also side switch, but that's not what I want to show, right? So you just wait a bit, you 3C, then you wait, and then it rips them down, right? It's like a dope looking route. So it's more like if someone's flying at you from this range, right? And then you just 3C them on reaction, you can side swap. If you're gonna do that route I did there, you're gonna have to use 3BC. Because if you do 623B, that's not enough hit stun, they'll air tech out of it. But with this, they can't. In the routing I did near the ending, it was completely unoptimal. There's different buttons you press in that situation. Yeah, I haven't figured it out, but someone will. Hopefully I inspire someone to. And 6C. Fucking everybody loves them 6C combos. Everybody loves them some 6C combos, right? Anyway, so yeah, 6C. In a rare instance where it's like a max range 6C, you'll probably have to like micro dash. I don't know if it works, we'll find out. So let me try find a max range 6C. No, not enough time. So it's like, you do... I don't know what you would do, to be honest, so... Probably have to jump cancel. Then that turns into like your every run-of-the-mill combo. It doesn't even break 4K. I wouldn't show that kind of combo on my video because it's nothing. So maybe I can jump cancel. And that still doesn't break 7k. It looked cool, but man. Like, it looked cool, but it didn't fill the requirement of breaking 4k. Like, this should be a good starter. So... I do not know how to break 4K with that button. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Just gonna pause my mic real quick and turn off my mic. Okay, I am back. Oh, I got messages. I don't know if the music is like deterring people away from here, but I love my music. Where's the main menu? Oh. There you go. And then I'm gonna go over 63B. This is probably my favorite combo, one of my favorite combos. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite combos. The trick to doing this is waiting until you come out of your air dash float, because when you do JB at the peak of your air dash, you go flying straight. If you notice, you can input a button at like the downward trajectory of your air dash, so you end up like throwing an active hitbox just as soon as you recover, which allows you to go into your grounded moves, right? Whereas like if you do something like this, you might have to like go into dive kick. So 63B. Damn it. I got the wrong buttons set up. "30 minutes in, and I think I've covered all of her standard buttons, which I've only offered about 2 combos for each. But it's like once you figured out these 2 combos I showed it, you start to realize where you can free from and like do all your own routing or optimize it, right, for different setups. So, like my favorite combo. Go straight to the 50-50, right? It's pretty cool, and it's not bad damage either. And like 63A combos, you can't get a combo off of it unless you're in the corner on non-counter hit. Do stuff like that if you get a hit in the corner. That's non-counter hit, right? But like the juicy stuff for 63A shows up when you hit a counter hit, because you can get a combo off of it mid-screen, right? So let's have them block and have them mash out on a frame trap. So we'll go like 6C, 63A. So this is what it looked like, right? So hang on, I already used 60, so it'll be like... No, I didn't actually. Use 60 here. Go straight into it. Right? Really good. It's a really good combo starter, right? And you frame trap with it, like... Stuff like that can happen, right? And it's great. Dude, I'm pressing the wrong button. What are my fucking I'm sorry. What are my freaking controls right now? Where is my controller manager? Oh, it's over here. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna need to check something real quick. I don't know if the audio goes quiet when I'm doing this, but it does on my end. Sound should come back. The top hat, man. I always forget about 6C outside of combos. Hey, yo, what's up, top hat? Yeah. It's like, it's forgotten about because it's usually just the combo extender, right? It's always like your go-to to like to line up your combo so that you can hit a 236B or 214B, right? So I was like, it's always like that. But yeah, that's 6E is like a really weird combo. It's hard to get 4K out of it without my one specific route that I had, right? It's a good button though, right? Because it's a good button to frame trap with. So it's like, this is the point where people mash. Because when you hit this button, it's like, you do that, and then people want to mash on Saber's buttons, right? So that's typically the spot where people want to mash, right? So it's like... And then taking advantage of that, and then like frame trapping with 6E instead is like pretty huge. And it allows you to do like so much damage. Okay, so that covers 63A, right? I've already gave an example of how 63A can be used in the corner on non-counter hit. Yeah, this thing hurts, bro. You don't want to get hit by 623A counter hit. I'm pretty sure you can do my route with it too if you really wanted to. Yeah, you can. It still works, right? Like that route is still available, but it's not as much damage. I guess it's meant for max range, right? If you hit this from far away, you can do the air dash falling JB route. And then her 214A, I kind of already covered that in a combo, but I haven't covered 214B. It's straightforward. You hit a fucking counter hit on this bad boy. The damage already speaks for itself, right? But although I sometimes screw up when I land this and it's counter hit, I do something like this, right? I whiff 2C because I didn't wait. It's like I'm expecting a regular hit. And just loops, right? You just keep looping safe jump over and over. It's 214B. Yeah, 214B is a great starter. Just leaves just adequate damage, right? Hope you're having a good day, Top Hat Man. Thank you for stopping by. Even if it's just for a few seconds, I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good day. You're never ready to convert off them stray hits? It kind of helps when you practice the combos like more times than you would actual like pressure and stuff, because once you practice your combos to a point that you know which button starts what, that's when you start like layering your block strings to like to purposely look for an opening, right? So if I'm gonna like try confirm off a straight 2C hit, I'm gonna structure my pressure with like a gapless until I get to 2C. So I'll do something like this, and boom, right? And then I got my 2C, and then I'm ready to confirm off of it. So it's like stuff like that, right? Even if it's not, if you can break 3K, you're doing a good job. Any confirm off of a straight hit is good, is a good confirm, right? I wouldn't get too wrapped up on like how much damage you're doing with these straight hits. That comes with consistency. So if you're like uncomfortable with confirming off straight hits on pressure, there's like a technique that every character has access to in this game, which is like the 5A pressure, right? Where you get up in someone's face and you press this button in their face. You press it, then you hold back, or 4, whichever you understand. You know, just 5A, 4A, 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 and you just bang on their guard, right? It's scary. Because if they press a button, they're getting hit. Maybe they're gonna get thrown, and they don't want to get thrown, right? Then you just start doing stuff like this, right? It'll help you confirm off your pressure, because once you get like the hit, you should know what to go into, theoretically, right? You can do that with 2A as well. But 2A, it's easier to see the grab when you're doing 2A stuff like this, right? Because that happens. Whereas like, it's hard to see a standing grab, especially if they're not mashing on it. Right? So it's like, and then your pressure turns into something fucking of nightmares, right? No one will want to press on your buttons. That's one of the most important things about, like, if you're uncomfortable with confirming on your like random hits, try using this a lot more, because Saber is really scary with this, right? Her 5A is 5 frames. Then you can just like link your normals off of it. You'll still have access to 2A. But that's like the benefit of starting your pressure with 2A, is that you can do a 5A rebeat, right? Reset your pressure with a 5A. Stuff like that. It all adds up, and it just makes you a better player the more you're aware of it. So if there's one thing to practice, Top Hat Man, start punching people. Give them the bro fist. Just a little bop, yeah. Just tap him on the head. You know, give him a bro fist. And you can just practice your redash, right? Because since dashing in this game is so cracked, you can do stuff like that, right? You can play footsies with this button. You can just boom, 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 and you can do like backstep. But I digress. This is a combo video. Rather, this is not pressured video. What else do I have? these cannot be used in combos, right? So I don't need to cover these, but use these at your own at your own risk. These definitely have their uses, but you know, use it at your own risk. People who know the Saber matchup are hardwired to mash on these instances. Oh, wait, before I finish talking about 5A, I forgot to mention just how beautiful 5A like flows into this, right? You go throw, Rekka, you go Rekka, low, dash up 5A, Rekka, dash up, throw, right? Or you go like Rekka, dash up, overhead. It's just beautiful. It just comes together. So beautiful. She's got incredible buttons, brother. The stuff that she does is just over the top. I am gonna go grab a cup of coffee here, Top Hat Man. And I'll come back and fucking... Oh, I'm sorry. And frickin' I'll have a match with my old-time rival, Ono, that you may have seen me playing in some of my YouTube videos. He asked me for a first to 5, so I'm gonna play him. I'll do it on stream. Alright, I'm back. I forgot to turn my goddamn model off. Anyways. I have to restart my stream, Top Hat. So my stream is gonna say I'm offline for a moment, but I'll be online like immediately afterwards, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna cap off this stream as like the VOD or combos, even though I didn't cover everything, but it's fine. You'll see the combos in my match.